Alright, so it's been a hot while since streaming this game. To be more specific, it's been about a week and a half in terms of real life time. I've been I've been a little bit occupied lately. Also, I found myself slightly sickly over the past couple days. Not like sick, I just have like a really sore throat. So this might be a short stream, we'll see. We shall see how things go. Why is my camera off? And then shit, whoa. There we go. There we go, everything's A-okay. So, this will be short if need be. We shall see. We shall see how my throat winds up feeling. So, I I wanted to keep up regular uploads of this ever since it came out. I appreciate the streaming Cinnabon, whatever the heck. How are you doing today, Dark Walker? You know, I wanted to be pretty on top of streaming this game as like a new release, but then things got a little bit crazy. I've found myself a little bit occupied recently. Wait, can I just travel to, wait. Oh, that's a photo shoot thing, Can I just go to the other islands? I can, yeah, jump to this kettle. Sure. Anyway, so this weekend, usually during weekends, I, you know, do a whole bunch of streaming if I'm in town. Oh yeah, we skipped most of the levels here. But this past weekend, I was over at Comic-Con, so that was a interesting experience. Doing alright, doing art in car while waiting for your turn to do some training. That sounds like there's a lot to unpack when it comes to that there, but uh-oh. I got fuzzed. I can't wait to see how speedrunners like navigate around these thingamabobs. No matter how many times they fall is what Captain says anyhow. Well, neato. Well, neato. Yeah, glad to hear that things are going well though. With that interesting mix of things that are all going on at once. Yeah, always good to have some power eggs. Egg! Always good to have some egg. So, I'm just gonna hop into this level for now. I don't know. So, it has been a long time since going out to an event like a Comic-Con. Some kind of convention thingamabob. And whenever I go to events like that, I always go in my full Enharmonia cosplay. Which this hat is a part of and is very much falling apart. Hey, it's been a while since using the sniper, like the last video game. So, shoot the yellow ones and not the red ones, I imagine? Probably? It's the calm of calms, exactly, it's that. So I went in my Enharmonia cosplay. Boopity-bop. And it was a bit of a different thing that I did at this Comic-Con. So one of my favorite science channels, Kurzgesagt, which I would highly recommend to anybody that's into like some sciencey topic kind of stuff and also just like fascinating fascinating videos and stuff like that. Wait, harmonias are wood pianos? I've never heard of that. That I've not heard of before. Sorry to say. Boopity-bop. But anyway, the most recent video that Kurzgesagt posted was one on loneliness and getting out into the world and wow. Oh. And getting more, whoa. Getting more connections and stuff like that. And lately I've been wanting to get out into the world and meet more people and stuff like that. So I was like, gosh dang it, I'm telling things in like the wrong order. Gosh dang it, I'm dumb. You know, wood piano is the precursor to accordions. Yeah, that's news to me. That's not where I took my username from, evidently. But, anyway, at the end of this Kurzgesagt video, they announced that they were going to make a Reddit forum for the next few weeks at the time. There's probably only like a few days left to it now. Where, oh, I can do them like in a row. This is what I could have done. Cool. That was all about like getting people to meet one another. Get out there, organize meetups, and, you know, meet one another and see what happens. So you could respond to anyone else posting like a comment on this forum, on this thread, or just like make your own and see who wants to come to it. So I decided to do that. I was like, hey, I'm going to Comic-Con anyway, so maybe I should see if anyone wants to go and like meet up there or something or other. So that's what I did. And I got a bunch of people to respond to me. Knowing like absolutely nothing about them apart from like a name on a screen and them saying that they were going to Comic-Con as well. So I kind of made it my mission over the Saturday and Sunday that I was there to gosh dang it to meet as many people as possible from this forum that had responded to me. And I did. I wound up meeting like 9 people total, I believe it was. So I set it on this journey of meeting people, and I did. So that was a very interesting thing. I don't know how to words. I've been struggling to words lately. Words are hard, you know. This is something that we've established around here before, is that words are hard. So I mean, but yeah. So that was in. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. That was really interesting. Whoa. Go! Okay. But yeah, I had a good time. Interesting times to be had. I went around on this freaking mission of meeting as many people as I could. When it comes to like getting out into the world and like getting over my social anxiety, part of me wanted to like try and strike up conversation with like other people just going to the convention that weren't part of this thread. But I couldn't really muster up the courage to do so because it felt like everyone was just like in such a rush to go like see all the things that I wanted to see. It was dense crowds where everyone's struggling to get through and stuff, so didn't really feel like the best of environments for that. So I was just like, yeah, I'll just go around meeting people from this thread in this forum. So that's what I did. I'm not quite sure what the next step from from here is. One of the some of the people that I was hanging out with there, for example, we were talking like, so how does this work? Are we just like another person that we know now to one another, essentially? Like, is that how it works? I was like, yeah, I guess so. I guess we basically like know one another now. I don't know how this going out and meeting new people works. So yeah, but yeah, definitely had fun. Oh my goodness gracious, what is this, like, the Spider-Verse thingamabob? Not the Spider-Verse thingamabob. What was the, No Way Home, I believe, was the most recent Spider-Man movie. It looks like the freaking dimension that Doctor Strange made, is what it kind of looks like. That's just what I immediately thought of. At first, I was about to say it looks like a thingamabob from Doctor Strange, but then I was like, oh, to be more specific, it's that thingamabob from the most recent Spider-Man movie that I've forgotten the name of for a hot second. I mean, it's basically like Into the Spider. I mean, yeah, that's pretty thoroughly wacky, isn't it? Thank goodness for the motion controls of this. Thank goodness for that. So yeah, that had kept me occupied on the weekend. And, you know, since I was out and about at that for the whole weekend, I didn't really have much of a chance on the weekend to be doing university stuff, so I fell a little bit behind on university stuff, so I've been catching up on that for the past couple days. It's been a decent bit stressful, but like, I'm relatively caught up now, is the case. Boop-a-da-bop! I've done the things that pretty much need to be done, and now I was like, okay, well, I guess I have the breathing room to do a little bit of streaming now. So that's what I decided to do. So I decided to come here, hop into Splatoon, do some live streaming, and now here we are. Here we are. Onion rings, yoink! I will gladly take those. Hello, Kraken. How's it going today? How go things? Whoa! Come on. Boop-a-da-bop. I'm super far behind in, like, the Splatoon madness. Everyone's probably beaten it by now, whereas I'm left behind. Good to hear that. Whoa! That you're doing. Gosh dang it! Doing well. My throat's a bit sore, but I'm actually feeling a lot better than I was yesterday for sure. Hopefully it'll be gone completely by tomorrow. We shall see. We shall see. Pew pew. That was impressive. I know, I'm real good at video games and stuff, right? Yeah, beat the main story. Yeah, so ahead of me in that case. We'll gotta do the rest of the levels, so you're planning on doing them all in that case? Finally, after all these years, I have them. Whatever the heck. Yeah, gotcha. Makes sense there. I was planning on committing, like, hard enough to this that I'd, you know, have daily uploads that don't stop until, you know, until the playthrough is, like, finished in terms of the main story, at least. But then I couldn't. I was busy at Comic-Con, and then I had to catch up on university, and then I've been a little bit under weather the past couple days, and I'm still slightly, but, like, I feel a decent bit better, so I was like, you know what, it's Sploonin' time. So, I probably don't want to go into the fuzz there. As soon as the game, you do the single player slowly, basically, because you're a rank rider. Gotcha. You're playing, like, all competitively here and stuff. All fancy schmancy. Bam! Let me turn on my camera for a hot second as it comes into the shot, like, over here. So I can use that in, like, a thumbnail or something or other. Let's see this area over here. Well, I didn't get to read that. No idea what that said in that case. We can get to another site from there. That pipe must be the way back. Lost spots from Gramps. Figures. Well, let's see what we can find here. Good luck. All right, thanks. Thank you. But yeah, so Comic-Con was a very interesting time. One of the like people that I was hanging out with there, him and his fiance had freaking absolutely insane cosplays. Like it was really hard to like walk and talk with them because everyone was constantly stopping them every few minutes, like for to get picture with them and their cosplay. I'll send a picture here in my freaking server that I used to just send myself stuff. Let's see here. Let's send a thingamabob. How about this one? Wow. This here. And this one here. Boopity bop. And then if I go to display capture 2 here for a hot second. Let's see here. And I go to the Look at Them Pictures channel. This is what I do really quickly. Let's see here. Where's display capture 2? Look at this. Look at this freaking Charizard and Blastoise, which apparently took them like a real long time to make there. So that was what they came as on the Saturday. And then Sunday when we met up again, it was just him in a cosplay again, because apparently this is super heavy, which I very much believe. And he came as Samurai Gyarados, was the case. So sometimes on rare occasion, there would be some people that would like ask to take pictures with me as well. And like my Enharmonia cosplay there. Definitely not as often. It happened like 3 or 4 times a day was the thing, as opposed to constantly with them. But when this Officer Jenny came up to us, she asked for a picture specifically with both of us. So I was like, oh, cool. Because usually it's just him, you know, is the case. So I thought that was really neat there. Hello, CJ. How's it going? That looks awesome. Yeah, their freaking cosplays were like next level. Mine was like relatively simple since I just had like normal clothes and like ends knickknacks. Was the thing. Grab all power eggs within the time limit. Wait. Oh. Interesting. Have 60 power eggs in there. Okay, you keep on schmoovin'. But yeah, hope things are going well today. But yeah, so that were some of the craziest cosplays at the event, I had to say. But yeah. If I ever need to, if I ever want to make like a crazier cosplay and I need someone to reach out to for like advice, well, now I know exactly who. Now I know, now I have the exact person in my contacts to be reaching out to about that kind of thing. So, I mean, okay, moving it back. Grab all the eggs. I'm working on it. Whoa. I guess that's not too important here. It seems like I'm keeping my ink like relatively full from, just going around doing this. Up to this upper layer. So is 60 just like however many there are in here? Oh, I can just brush it like that, and then I don't actually have to physically be all the way over there. Hello, Anima. My day's going pretty alright today. I just was catching up on readings for my history class. Is all I was doing today. How go things for you? I was just talking about Comic-Con this past weekend. Can't come over here, can you? So the only ones on top are those ones. Playing Mahjong with friendos. Not exactly a super conventional game to be playing on a regular basis. How's that going? How's the Mahjong going in that case? So I just need to like brush it then. That's all I need to do. I can reach in there, right? Yes, I can. Exactly like that. Okay. I'll continue telling my story after I'm done with this egg thing, because this is, certainly... Oh, there's ones, like, hidden in the, thingamabobs there. Come on. Okay. Okay. Come on. Come on, get that one, please! Gosh dang it, now I gotta go, like, this way around because of the freaking thingamabob that's in the way. No. Please. Please. Losing monies. Just turn it around. Make the easy peasy comeback. Is there any around here? Yes, there was. But I put myself into a situation now where I'm screwed. And there's still some on the other side, I'm fairly certain. Yeah. The other two were like over there, I think. Yeah, I screwed myself. Gosh dang it. Whatever. I'll just try to, like, tell my story now. Wait, how many can I just, like, get from here? Oh, no, the time starts, like, the moment I get the first one. Okay, I can't cheese it that way, then. Sucks to suck. Two of your friends are experts? Well, then just out-expert them. Get them with that, like, extra experience that you totally have. Be like Ash Ketchum, a 10-year-old with 20 years of experience. What every employer's looking for nowadays. Okay. Up this way we go. Okay, come on. Come on. Maybe I should actually plot out like a specific route or something like that. Can I throw grenades? There's like a little buddy who just kind of chills. Stuff. Come on! How about that one there? I have to... Oh, wait, I can survive like a thingamabob. Barely. Where is the last one? Where did I miss it? Man. Well, it's really hard when things are like this frantic, be telling a story, quite frankly. But I'm gonna do my best anyway. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, there's the one hidden in that corner there. Alright, I kind of have an idea of a route. That guy moves out of the way. Well, moved out of the way enough, I guess. Gosh dang it! I'm barreling through. Oh, but I can't barrel through too. This was not the route that I had in mind, actually. Not quite. Gosh dang it. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to tell my story like during this. So I don't believe I've told the story yet from this weekend about how Mario talked about politics with me, and how he told me about the collapse of the U.S. and Russia. That was a thing that happened this weekend, and it's gonna be really difficult to tell while I'm in the middle of doing this, but I'll try my best. So at this recent Comic-Con, I knew that one of the people who was gonna be coming by there was Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi. I'm gonna lose this again here. All them characters and stuff. That guy. And I've run into him at a Comic-Con before, you know, and stood in line to, you know, go and meet him and stuff like that. Like that poster right there was from several years ago, like going up and meeting him and getting that signed and stuff. So I figured, like, I've already done it once before. I really don't need to shell out and do it again. Like, since I've already done it before. But as I was wandering through the area where that kind of thing was going on, I looked over and there was literally nobody in his line at all. There was like one person currently talking to him, but there was nobody in the line for him at all. And I was so perplexed because like the line right next to him was full, and I was like, wait, does this like lead up to him in some way? Because every time that I'd gone in the past, I've always seen like the line for Super Mario be, you know, absolutely filled to the brim, you know, because it's freaking Super Mario. But it was empty, so it was like, huh. Well, I wasn't planning on, you know, shelling out again, but there's literally nobody else there. I just want to, like, talk to him and stuff. May as well just, like, come on by and say hi since there's, you know, no rush since there's, like, nobody else there. So that's what I decided to do. So I went up and... Whoa, okay, I already got the thingamabobs there. I should have realized that. And I decided to grab, like, a Luigi's Mansion poster this time. Neat. So, I haven't put them up yet. I don't have, like, enough sticky tack right now, but I'll put them up, like, at some point. They're just in the other room. But I grabbed a Luigi's Mansion poster this time just to, like, mix things up. So, this time he wrote, like, Ouija, and he wrote, oh, and it was like, oh, it says, oh, and sometimes it looks like it says, oh, as he turns it upside down, but no, it says, oh, and at the bottom he goes, wah, as he, like, writes that all the way across. He always has, like, a lot of fun doing that. Like, there's a lot of people that, like, go to those kinds of events just to make, like, a quick buck and just to, like, show up and do it and stuff, but And then there's people like Charles Martinet that do like genuinely really enjoy meeting people, like putting smiles on their faces and stuff like that. So that was fun there. It was pretty similar to the time that he signed that there. But anyway, we just started making like small talk and stuff, and I mentioned, oh my goodness, we went to the freaking fog dimension. And I started talking about the last time that I came up and saw him, saying that, you know, I wasn't sure how the lines worked around here, and like I accidentally cut in line, and because I thought that was the end of the line when it wasn't, because it was all this weird zigzaggy thingamabob that was going on. But when the line started moving, I had realized how the line worked, and I had asked people around me like, oh, did I cut in line? And they just kind of nod at me, and I was like, oh, whoops. And then I go to the back of the line, and then I, you know, patiently wait. So when I told him that story, his first reaction to that was just like, yeah, that's the way things are in Canada, is that, you know, people just kind of go with the flow. I bet you if you didn't bring up that you would cut in line, nobody would have like said anything. They probably would have just been like chill and okay with it. Compare that to the States where it's like you cut in line and they're gonna go, and he goes, he does like finger guns, he does like a loading sound. I was laughing at that, and saying like, yeah. No, gosh darn you. And so he had asked if, you know, I lived in Canada, or, you know, if this is where I was, and I was like, yeah, you know, I've lived in Canada basically all my life. I was originally born in the States, but, you know, down in Houston, my parents were like, this is no place to raise a kid, and they moved here. And he was saying like, oh yeah, that was definitely a good call on their part, like, especially like, how old are you now? I'm 23. Oh yeah, especially in like the past couple decades then, with the way that it's, with the way things have been going for the past couple decades. That was definitely a very good call there. So it just kind of like spurred into him like talking about the downfall of the US over the past couple decades, which kind of also spurred into him talking about like the downfall of Russia as well, talking about how he started talking about like, oh, when we always think of like these great empires, we'll always think of things like Rome, but, you know, the great empires of today, things like the US and Russia, are, you know, even more of influential empires than something like Rome ever was, when you consider the spheres of influence that, you know, the States and Russia have nowadays. So, pew 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 pew, all the pew pews. So I was talking a bit about that. He was definitely not a very big fan of Trump. He did not have very nice things to say about Trump there, and especially not about Putin. We didn't, there was, another person did come eventually, so like, you know, couldn't talk like forever there, so I didn't get to hear his opinion on like Biden or anything like that, but he really didn't like Putin. He was telling me about how, you know, Putin's the richest man in the world. He just has like all of his, you know, funds and various different assets all around the country and all these different thingamabobs, something or other. Like, as he was talking about this kind of stuff, he was like, I don't know how on top of the news you are. And I was like, oh, I'll read headlines here and there, but, you know, I should probably be a bit more on top of it. All the stuff that he was telling me about just kind of exemplified to me like, huh, maybe I should really be like more on top of the news more, honestly. So, bringing some interesting things to my attention. So, and then he started telling me about this book that he was currently reading. There was one book that he was currently reading that delves into that kind of topic, and one that he had just recently finished reading. I forget which is which. I'll, in case anyone's curious, I'll, like, share it here as well, in case anyone wants to see, like, in case anybody else is interested in reading my freaking Mario recommended readings. I go to display capture 2 again for a hot second here. Let's see here. Where's display capture 2? Here it is. So in case anybody I forget which one is which. I think this is the one that he was currently reading, and this is the one that he had just recently finished reading, I think. I don't 100% remember, but it was like one of those two. One was one that he was currently reading, and the other was one that he just recently finished reading. So in case anyone else is interested in reading the books that were recommended to me by Mario on deeply political topics, that's that. So, you know, maybe in the near future when I have some more spare time for reading, maybe I'll look into those and maybe read up on some of the political books that Mario recommended me. So there was that. That was a was an interesting thing, Bob. Was an interesting meeting there. So yeah, that was probably the strangest thing that that happened at Comic-Con, was discussing politics with Mario. Anyway, that's a tall tale. And now I have something that I can tell people that, like, nobody would believe, like, actually happened. Yeah, there was a time that Super Mario told me about the downfall of the US and Russia. So, yeah, that's the, if I ever tell somebody that, there's no way that they believe me. They'd be like, what? No way that happened. So, it's cool that now I have one of those kinds of stories that nobody would believe. So, yeah, that was probably the strangest thing that happened this weekend, honestly. So, that's gonna be in my, memory now. I wish that I could better remember exactly what, like, some of the more exact dialogue was. A lot of the stuff that he was explaining to me, quite frankly, went over my head. But he was describing some interesting stuff, to say the least. If I ever read those books, maybe I'll have, like, a better understanding of what exactly, he was telling me about, you know. So yeah, that was rather peculiar. So that's my tall tale. That's the tall tale. So now, anytime that I'm streaming and something weird happens and like what, really? Wow. Anyway, anytime I'm playing some video game and something really, really strange happens that you would never expect, or like some crazy glitch or something like that, I could be like, wow, that's crazier than the time that Mario told me about the collapse of the US and Russia. Oh, how these, incredibly influential modern empires are kind of not exactly being the best influence on the world nowadays. Pew. Any pews. So yeah, pew. Many pews. Who cares about going behind and shooting it that way when I can just overpower your shield? Okay, I'm not letting you push me off this time. Not happening. So yeah, that happened there. That was the case. I was kind of stressing out over a group project a little bit because I thought that the group projects for this one class of mine would only be like starting later on in the semester. I saw people like organizing groups and stuff, and I just thought they were being like super ahead of the game. Nah, it turned out there was actually an assignment like coming up relatively soonish, so I was like, oh, well, I guess I should probably get around to doing that. So organized, got a group together at the, you know, within the last week, and it was due like a couple days ago, the assignment, and I was like, well, I'm gonna be away all weekend is the thing. Like, I'm not even gonna be home. I'm gonna be at this event, Comic-Con. Like, going out, having adventures, meeting people off of this forum and stuff. And I was like, okay, so I'm gonna be going ham on this assignment on Friday. And then I'm gonna have to, like, pass off the reins to you guys. So that's what I did. And, you know, I went pretty ham on, whoa. Oh, well, I don't know how to take you out then. I'm just gonna go to work. So I went pretty ham on Friday. And, you know, got a good bit of progress done. I couldn't figure out how to, like, get past, like, a certain point, a certain problem in the coding. So I was like, okay, maybe this is something that, like, a second opinion would be able to figure out. I'm just gonna leave it at this for now. And, you know, head off to Comic-Con. So that's what I did. And my two group mates over the weekend, one of them did a smidge, and the other didn't do anything until the last few hours before it was due. That kind of stressed me out.